bringing clean tech and Hollywood together. Clean tech is the emerging strength of the Los Angeles region, obviously through the efforts of DWP and the incubator, which we are a part of, and Hollywood is a great legacy business for the area. Everybody thinks of thinks of Los Angeles and thinks of Hollywood basically in the same breath. What we're doing is using a new technology called plasma lighting, and it addresses the problem in the film and TV industry that you all live in LA, you drive around, you see these movie sets, these location shoots, you may have been on sound stages. The lights that they use are, in many cases, 100 to 50 years old. They use, in some cases, 20,000 watts of electricity for one light. And if you think of your old incandescent 100-watt light bulb, and how bad that was and how hot that got, imagine a 20,000-watt light bulb. They break all the time, they're energy efficient, and they use huge amounts of power. But you can't really go tell the studios to switch these bulbs out. They need them. They need light so that they can do their Hollywood spectaculars and make their money. Also, it's a light quality issue. You can't just tell them, you can't walk up to a cinematographer and say, hey, I need you to use a fluorescent bulb. He'll laugh in your face and go off and use whatever has been, she's been using for decades. And that's what our new technology is. This is a plasma bulb. As you can see, it's basically the size of a Tic Tac. One of these uses 280 watts of electricity and is as bright as a street light. There's other efficient technologies out there like fluorescents, like LEDs, but for film and TV production in particular, those don't work as well because they don't have the color quality that cinematographers and TV producers need to use on sets. So not only is this 2 to 8 times more energy efficient, it lasts 30 times longer, and it has a better color quality than the existing lights. It actually looks like natural sunlight. So we're approaching the studios and cinematographers as this is a better light quality first, and then look at all these energy efficiency and green benefits down the line as well. What this means is that using 50 to 90% less energy with this bulb, it's not just the lighting. You get to save on the diesel generators that are powering the set, the diesel fuel to power those generators. You get to save on all the cabling, all the copper infrastructure, all the distribution boxes. Our light plugs into a simple wall socket. The old versions of the lights, you need complex power distribution systems. As I said, we use much smaller, if you're going to power it portably, you can use a small Honda Putt-Putt 2,000 watt generator as opposed to your typical huge diesel generator. And something that a lot of people don't really realize when you think of Jeopardy, which is filmed here in LA on the Sony lot, you don't think of Jeopardy as being as polluting as a dock in the port of LA, for example, or a power generation station somewhere else. The entertainment industry uses huge amounts of electricity, and they also use huge amounts of off-grid electricity in the form of diesel generators, which, if you've seen location shoots, you can get a permit to shoot almost anywhere in Los Angeles, which is what makes this city so great for the entertainment industries. But you can have a diesel generator parked on your street corner all day, running 24/7, literally spewing diesel fumes right into the community. And so by attacking the lighting, which is 80% of on-set energy usage, we get to attack all those problems simultaneously. So it's really an example for us, and being part of the incubator, DWP has a great goal of doing energy efficiency programs and attacking lighting in general for commercial buildings like this one, street lighting, but studio lighting, studio and set lighting isn't really addressable without this new technology. And so it sort of trickles down from DWP to the incubator, and then the incubator down to us, and then we go and attack energy efficiency at the studios and help DWP achieve their goal. And so it's a nice little case study. As I said, it's a better color quality of light. This graph, without going into too much technical detail, you can see our light much more closely resembles the sun's color spectrum, so it's brighter, better colors. We've used the lights on over 20 different feature films. That's Joss Whedon. He just directed The Avengers, which is one of the biggest movies of the year. He rented our prototypes a few months ago on a smaller movie he was doing. His DP had great things to say about it. We filed patents. We are approaching a dealer network. We've launched a month ago at a big trade show in Las Vegas called the National Association of Broadcasters. And we've signed up dealers now in New Jersey, New York, Florida, and a few in LA. We are manufacturing here in Los Angeles, and we're trying to export out of the ports and send these lights all over the world. So if we can pioneer it in Hollywood, we can sell it to the European production communities, we can sell it to Bollywood, we can sell it to Japan and Hong Kong, all of these film production centers around the world. Also, we can sell it to the emerging digital markets, YouTube videos, student filmmakers, people who've always wanted to make a movie but haven't had the money or the means. They can take one of our lights and a digital camera, plug it into their dorm room wall, and go and make their movie. We're 3 people full-time now. As Ian said, we started off 1 and kept multiplying without telling him. We have a head of sales who's very experienced in this industry. And when I say 3 people full-time, that's our company, and that's the day-to-day. Right now we're doing our first production run of 150 units, and we are building them here in Southern California. We're based downtown, but we're manufacturing here and using local sheet metal people, local reflector designers, our assembly companies up in Canoga Park. So our production run will actually employ about 15 people full-time for the 3-month production run, and we hope to be getting more orders and creating more local jobs as we grow. After this, we're starting in the studio and film and TV lighting world because it's what we know, it's what our backgrounds are, but this is a technology that has great applications for, as I said, street lighting, Dodger Stadium, anything street light brightness and up. So we'd love to be working with the ports, we'd love to be working with AEG and the Staples Center and stadium lighting. And that is, that's what we do. I just wanted to mention also, as Jane said, she hasn't seen that many actual green jobs being created, and I would agree with that. We're using a new technology, and it does require a lot of new training and a lot of new learning how to, relearning how to do your job. So we're not working with IBEW, but we are working with IATSE Local 728, which is the Studio Electricians and Set Lighting Union, and training them on how to use this new technology, getting them familiar with it, and hopefully we'll be, lighting something you see on TV soon.
What's the competition look like for this technology? Or are the mainline companies utilizing it as well? Or?
So it was originally developed up in San Jose by a venture capital-backed firm that's very aggressively going after the streetlight market with this technology. Because as big and exciting as Hollywood is in film production, there's a lot more streetlights out there than there ever will be movie lights. And so they're partnering with other people to bring it into niche markets. So there's a company that's taking this technology into aquarium lighting. And they're actually installed at the Monterey Bay Aquarium right now. There's a company that's taking this technology into parking lot lights and horticulture lights, and we are adapting it and changing it to make it work for film and TV production. So some of our larger competitors in the space have been hearing about plasma lighting for a few years and haven't really done anything about it. And so we saw the opportunity to become the first people and become the brand with this. We filed a couple of patents on our designs, and we're disrupting the industry. Yes, sir.
What's the biggest impediment for you to get into the
The
industry?
biggest impediment is it's not cost. We are competitively cost. Our price point is competitive, and we go through. We have much more lifetime savings. I think the biggest impediment is that film and TV professionals are very conservative early adopters, which is kind of a contradiction. but they all want to be, the first guy on set to use a new technology, but not if it's going to break on them and cost them their job. So they need to hear about it working from 2 of their buddies, and then say, oh, no, I came up with this idea, or do you want to try this new light? So it's really a customer education thing more than anything. And at the end of the day, it's a light. It's like a car. You don't buy a car without test driving it. You don't buy a light without turning it on and seeing it work. So the biggest thing for us is just hitting the pavement, going to the trade shows, taking it to the unions, taking it to the studios, showing cinematographers and just saying, look, it turns on, do you want to use it on your next shoot?
So this plasma lighting, could it be applied to headlights for cars and lighting for interiors of houses and stuff, and flashlights and
Yep,
everything?
so it starts at about street light brightness and then goes up from there. So it's much more suited currently to bigger applications. In the future, and I don't know how long it'll take, but yes, it could get smaller and be more suited to smaller applications like that. But if you would put these in a headlight currently, they'd be too bright and you'd line the other drivers.